Hi, in this video tutorial, you will learn how to send an email from Power Apps, what connector to use, and how to configure it to send from simple emails to emails that are nicely formatted with colors, links, different size of fonts, different fonts, bold, italic, and also with attachments. Okay, so I have this screen that I previously created to send an email from Power Apps. It has just a few labels here, to CC, BCC, subject, and body, and a text box for each one of them. Here, text input to CC, BCC, subject, and body, and a send button. Now, how can we send the email from Power Apps? For that, you will need a connector. So let's go to Data, click Add Data, and then here, let's search for the Office 365 Outlook connector. This one. This is the one that we're going to be using. Be careful not to choose the other ones. Office 365 Outlook. So select that one here. Okay, now we have the connector available for us to work with. And to send the email, we're going to click on the button, go to the onSelect property of the button, and here we are going to create a formula for the property. So let's remove this, and it's going to be Office 365 Outlook, and see, you have several things available. We're going to be using here, send email. There are two versions. We're going to be using version 2, which is the latest one. So let's select Send Email V2. And then here you can see that it takes a few parameters. 2, which is this field, whoever you want to send the mail to, then subject, body, and so on. So first we need to make a reference to text input to dot text. That's to who we want to send the email. Then text input subject dot text. Then text input body dot text. Okay, let's start with this 3. Then I'm going to click Save and play. So I'm going to send an email to contact@powerappsland.com. Subject will be hello, buddy. Hi from send email form. Let's click send. Okay, executed. Now let me take a look. And look, the email arrived. Here. Nice. Now let's do some other things. I'm going to close here. I'm going to click send. And I'm going to click on format text to format the formula for better readability. Then I'm going to add the following: reset text input to reset text input BCC. Why are we doing this? Because we want to reset the form after sending the email so that we can create a new email. So we're going to reset also text input CC, reset text input subject, reset text input body, all of the controls there. So now if I play and I send the same email again, notice that it will become blank. Send. See? After sending, it resets the form. Okay, good. Now, this formula doesn't have CC and BCC yet. So let's add it. How do we do it? So for CC and BCC, you need to open and close curly braces, and inside it, you do CC, text input CC dot text. Next one, see, it's in curly braces here. You can do from, CC, BCC, attachments, sensitivity, and so on. So next one is going to be BCC, text input, BCC dot text. So that's how you add CC and BCC to your sent email formula. Now, this body is sending plain text. Let's say that we want to add a rich editor that allows you to add bold, links, and HTML in general. How do we do that? So I'm going to remove the simple text box. And here, we're going to insert a rich text editor. Rich text editor. Here. See? Let's increase height a little bit. Okay. And now, see there's a warning here? That's because our formula is still referencing the text input body that we deleted. So we need to replace that by the new control, this control right here, which is the rich text editor. So we're going to do rich text editor dot HTML text, this field. The same thing here for the reset. You need to reset the rich text editor instead. Okay, good. You can save, play. Now let's take a look. I'm going to do contact at powerappsland.com. And I'm going to do hi. Here we can do hello, visit powerappsland.com. We can make that as a link here. You can paste here, powerappsland.com, click OK. Sending this email from Power Apps. I could make this bold, could make this, I can format this as I wish, can change color like that, can change font size, and so on. Do the formatting that I want for the email, then I can click send. It reset the form. Now let me take a look. Okay, the email arrived here. And the link is working. If I click here, it loads the site. Awesome. Now let's say that you also want to add attachments. Okay, this is a little bit more tricky. There's no attachments control available to add from the insert menu. Anyway, it is still possible to add attachments, but it will require a little hack that I will show you now. So first we need to go to SharePoint, and here I'm going to add a new list that accepts attachments. So I'm going to click here, list, attachments, I'm going to call that, create. We don't need to add any specific fields here in this list. We just need to check if attachments are enabled. So click Settings, list settings, then go to advanced settings, and check here if attachments are enabled. They are enabled by default. Okay? So now we can go back to the Power Apps application, and I'm going to add a new screen. New screen. And in the new screen, I'm going to insert an edit form control. And the data source I need to add. So I'm going to click here on add data. Then I'm going to select, I'm going to search for SharePoint. Here, SharePoint. Select SharePoint. Select the site. And then the attachments list that we just created there. Click connect. So I have that SharePoint list available here. Don't worry that we're not going to use SharePoint to add attachments and insert attachments there. This is just because we need to get the attachments control. SharePoint will not be part of the end solution. So here, for the form, we're going to click Data, select Attachments, which is the attachments list from SharePoint. And here on Fields, I'm going to Add Field, and select the Attachments field that is created by default when you create a list in SharePoint. So I click Add. See? And now I have the attachments control available that I can use in my send email form. So what I'm going to do is to click here, select the attachments data card, which is type attachments right here. And that is the control that we need. So I'm going to copy that, go back to the other screen, the first screen, which is the screen that has the form. And here, inside this container that contains all of the fields, I'm going to paste it. So now I have the attachments control inside the container. So I'm going to change the name to attachments control. Okay, good. Let's resize things here. I'm going to make this 100. Well, let's do 200. And the attachments one, let's do 100. Okay. Now you see there are some warnings. We need to fix those warnings. So I can click here and click Edit in Formula Bar. See, the first warning is here in the items. I can just remove that. I don't need it. There's a still warning, so I'm going to click Edit again. There's another one on Tooltip. I'm going to remove this one also. There's a still a warning. I'm going to click Edit again. Now it's in the border color, which I also don't need, so I can remove that. Okay, now we don't have any warnings anymore, and we're good to go. Now, all the process that we did with SharePoint and creating the other screen here was just to be able to have this attachments control. Now, we don't need the SharePoint list anymore. You can delete that. You can even delete the other screen here. That's not needed. So that's the little hack to be able to have an attachments control available. Now let's play and take a look. Now here, if I click the attachments control, I can see, I can select files. So you can see that the attachments control allows you to add attachments. But at this point, it is not yet tied to the send email button. So how do you fix that? So we can close here, click here, and then we need to add attachments to the send email formula. So let's do comma, here attachments, and we're going to be doing a for all. meaning for every attachment, for all of the attachments that you have in the attachments control. So attachments control dot attachments, comma, we will do name, this record dot name, and content bytes, which is the actual attachment content, will be this record dot value, like that. Okay, with this code, attachments are going to go in the email. And finally, we need to reset attachments as well. Attachments control. Let's click play. I'm going to create an email to contact@powerepsilon.com. Subject, attachments test. See attached files. They are already here because I selected them before. Now I can just click send. Resetted the form. Okay. Now let me check the email. And here it is. The files that came attached. Hey, if you like this video, please click like. And if you want to learn more about Power Apps, please subscribe.